Walking my dog has changed my life. Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk about one of my favorite parts of the day, walking my dog. It may sound like a very ordinary activity, but for me, it is much more than that. It is a time to relax, think, exercise, and enjoy the company of my best friend. Every walk feels a little different, even if we take the same route every day. My dog is always excited when she realizes it's time to go outside. The moment I pick up the leash, she starts wagging her tail and looking at me with bright eyes. Sometimes she even jumps around because she can't wait to leave the house. Watching her excitement makes me smile every single time. It reminds me that happiness can come from very simple things. Before we leave, I always make sure that everything is ready. I put on her leash, check that I have waist bags, and make sure I have my phone and keys. If the weather is very hot, I also bring some water because I don't want her to get dehydrated. If it's raining, we might shorten our walk, but we still go outside because she enjoys exploring no matter what the weather is like. As soon as we step outside, my dog begins to sniff everything around her. She sniffs the grass, trees, flowers, and even the sidewalk. Sometimes I wonder what information she is getting from all those smells. Dogs experience the world through their noises much more than humans do. A place that looks ordinary to me may be full of interesting stories for her. Our usual route is through a quiet neighborhood with several small parks. I enjoy walking there because there are many trees and the air feels fresh. In the morning I can hear birds singing. In the evening, I often see people jogging, riding bicycles, or walking their own dogs. It is peaceful, and I feel much calmer after spending the time there. One thing that always surprises me is how curious my dog is. She notices everything. If a butterfly flies by, she watches it carefully. If a squirrel runs across the path, she becomes very excited. Sometimes she stops walking because she hears a sound that I can't even notice. Her curiosity reminds me that there is always something new to discover if we pay attention. Walking my dog is also good exercise for me. Before I started walking her regularly, I spent too much time sitting indoors. Now I move every day, and I feel healthier because of it. Even if I don't feel like exercising, I still have a reason to go outside. My dog depends on me, and that responsibility motivates me to stay active. Sometimes I use our walks to practice my English. Instead of staying silent, I describe everything I see. I talk about the weather, the trees, the people, and my plans for the future. At first, it felt a little strange to speak English while walking outside, but now it has become a habit. I don't worry about making mistakes because no one is grading me. The important thing is to keep speaking. I also spend time thinking about my goals while we walk. When I have a difficult decision to make, walking helps me organize my thoughts. It is amazing how many ideas come to me when I am moving instead of sitting at a desk. Sometimes I solve problems that seemed impossible only an hour earlier. Of course, not every walk is perfect. Sometimes my dog suddenly pulls on the leash because she sees another dog. Sometimes she refuses to move because she wants to keep sniffing one particular spot. There are also days when it is too hot, too cold, or too windy. However, these small challenges are part of the experience. They make every walk unique. Meeting other dog owners can also be enjoyable. Even if we don't know each other well, we often smile and say hello. Sometimes we talk about our funny stories. We talk about our dogs, ask each other's dogs' names, or share funny stories. Dogs have a wonderful way of bringing people together. One of my favorite moments is when my dog finds a patch of soft grass and happily rolls around. She looks completely relaxed and carefree. Watching her enjoy such a simple moment reminds me that happiness doesn't always require expensive things or exciting events. Sometimes happiness is simply lying on the grass under the blue sky. Another thing I love is watching the seasons change. In spring, flowers begin to bloom and everything becomes colorful. In summer, the trees provide cool shade. In autumn, the leaves turn red, yellow, and orange. In winter, the air feels crisp and quiet. Even though we walk the same route, it never feels exactly the same because nature is always changing. Walking my dog has also taught me patience. Dogs don't care about schedules as much as humans do. They want to explore, smell new things, and enjoy the present moment. Sometimes I want to hurry home, but my dog reminds me to slow down and appreciate where I am. I believe that dogs teach us many valuable lessons. They are loyal, honest, and full of unconditional love. They don't care how much money you have or what kind of job you do. They simply enjoy spending time with you. I think there is something beautiful about that. If someone asked me whether owning a dog is difficult, I would answer yes. It requires time, effort, money, and responsibility. You have to feed your dog, keep your dog healthy, and make sure your dog gets enough exercise. However, I would also say that all of those responsibilities are worth it because the love you receive in return is priceless. There are days when I feel stressed or tired because before our walk, I may have studied for many hours of worried about my future. 죄송합니다. But after spending 30 or 40 minutes outside with my dog, I usually feel much better. Fresh air, gentle exercise, and good company are powerful medicine. I often imagine how empty my daily life would feel without my dog. My routine would be quieter, but it would also be less joyful. She gives me a reason to smile every day, and she reminds me that life should not be only about work and achievement. We also need moments of peace and simple happiness. In the future, I hope we can explore many new places together. I want to visit mountains, beaches, forests, and beautiful parks. I think my dog would love discovering new smells and new environments. Those adventures would create wonderful memories that I could keep for the rest of my life. To conclude, walking my dog is much more than a daily routine. It helps me stay healthy, clear my mind, practice English, and appreciate nature. Most importantly, it allows me to spend quality time with a loyal companion who makes my life brighter every day. No matter how busy or stressful life becomes, I hope I will always have time to put on the leash, step outside, and enjoy another walk with my best friend.